This is truly happening, and you're not going to stop it. But there is something you can do about it. What I'm going to share with you is the facts, figures, numbers, logic, and the exact thing that I've done to position my family to number one, understand how to beat inflation, and number two, take advantage of the biggest shift in generational wealth in history. But here's the thing. This transition will be complete around 2030. I've been warning people 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024, and I told you that banks were going to custody your crypto. I told you that Bitcoin is going to be the foundation, and I shared with you things like XRP are going to change the financial system. I got ridiculed, I got made fun of, but there's a different mindset that I have. I'm not a hopium guy, I'm not a price prediction guy, I'm not your guy to get you hyped up. I'm the guy that's going to teach you how to be sickening disciplined, consistent, and patient. Because price predictions, hopium, are wrecking people's portfolios. And if you're waiting for a savior, you're going to get wrecked 100% of the time. Nobody's coming to save you. Trump, out of the billionaires, is one of the top holders in Bitcoin. Larry Fink is the number 2 holder in Bitcoin through IBIT, BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF. Larry Fink was just on the news talking about how their biggest growth, is through cryptocurrency, and their top performing ETF is their Bitcoin ETF. The third wealthiest person in Mexico is 70% in Bitcoin. The whole Trump administration, his whole cabinet, Howard Lutnick, David Sachs, Bo Hines, who stepped down to go take Tether and bring it in here, which runs 90% of the stablecoin market, RFK, all in on Bitcoin, are all huge proponents of crypto. Scott Bessent, the Treasury Secretary, job is to keep the bond market going. And now we have the Stablecoin Genius Act coming in, which uses what? 60% treasuries, bonds, to balance out the one-to-one stablecoin. So they're going to use stablecoins to save the bond market from collapsing. BRICS, Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa are working to de-dollarize. This has been going on since 2009. We're going into a new monetary system. It's an even playing field. Trump's okay with that, but he positioned himself to be okay with that. His family, in the next 24 months, I predict that they'll make more wealth in cryptocurrency than they will in their whole legacy of real estate empire. But here's what I've done. I position Bitcoin as the foundation, a supercharged savings like gold. I will never sell my Bitcoin. I'm obviously not going to get my biggest bang for my buck. When people say you can't get rich off Bitcoin, it blows my mind. I make 50% every year off my Bitcoin. Where the hell can you make 50% when your dollar's collapsed 24% since 2020? All right, let's use debase. But that is just my foundation. That's like the baseline. I use other things like XRP, XLM, HBAR. I'm now stacking WFI, Solana. Those are my big shots. But I'm willing to hold for years and years and years to get that price appreciation. I already had a massive price appreciation, 800% on my XRP from 2020 to 2024.